rewards program to receive insider deals all year round. Earn points on every purchase when you use your MVP card to earn Modell's cash back. It's our way of thanking you for being a loyal customer. Upon signing up, receive 10% off your purchase and 15% off your next purchase. It's that simple. Plus, new MVPs this month are eligible to win a $500 Modell's gift card. When you gotta play more and pay less, you gotta go to Moe's.
Attention all authors. Page Publishing is looking for authors. Have you written a book and want to get it published? Page Publishing will get your book into bookstores and for sale online at Amazon, Apple iTunes, and other outlets. They handle all aspects of the publishing process for you. Printing, cover art, publicity, copyright, and editing. Call 800-292-8137 now for your free author submission kit. That's 800-292-8137 for your free author submission kit. Again, that's 800-292-8137.
Back with you, or hello to you. Fantasy Sports Today, Fantasy Sports Radio Network. My name is Greg Sussman. Thank you so much for checking us out here. Fantasy Sports Today. Matt Modica, back in the Modica corner.
Back in the corner.
Chris Ventra here for Chris Ventra Week.
What's up?
What's up? There you go. And then, of course, the all-in kid, Jake Seeley, as well. What's up, Jakey?
What's up?
All right, there you go.
Can I ask Jake a question? Just something that's been on my mind. I did see 2 movies this weekend. I saw Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I'm going to say it was. I didn't think I would like it. I actually did. I saw Thor Ragnarok. I thought that movie was terrible. And I know Jake's a big superhero fan, but I wanted to get his take on that. I want to see if I'm just being outrageous here.
I think so. You're the first person I heard say that you thought it was terrible. I actually, to this day, I've been like, it's probably in my top 5, right around there. I'd put a couple in front of it. There's a lot of people out there that argue this is the best one or the best one or two. I don't agree with. I don't agree with that.
I like Thor. Tessa Thompson to me was the only redeeming quality.
I love Tessa Thompson
of that movie. I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you. But I mean, and even my wife who kind of likes the Marvel ones.
People love it.
Let me guess. So
that's
basically,
why I had to ask that question.
So would you say that the movie is just Thor who kind of overcomes insurmountable odds to win? Is that the movie?
No.
No. Look, Thor in the Hulk, that one scene. Okay, that
I don't know. I don't know anything you're talking about.
Of it, I was just like,
I'm just wondering if that's what the movie's about.
They wanted to make make a Thor movie, and I don't know.
So it's not what happens, Jake. Or are you just being mean because you like superhero movies? And I don't.
No, that's to simplify it to that is pretty much not even close, especially with what happens towards the end.
No, Jake loves. Jake's not. He's not in the minority here. I am, and I know that, and I'm just shocked.
What number Thor?
Well, so no, what I'm saying is I'm in the minority, not thinking it's top 3 all time. You're in like the minority saying it was terrible.
Well, I mean, I thought the first Avengers was good. I thought Age of Ultron was horrible. I mean, am I wrong with that?
People are on par with that. That's not too uncommon.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, even my wife, and like I said, she kind of likes these movies, but.
All right, and with that.
Actually,
Nando's not here, so I get to move on now.
I'm sorry. I just had to get that off. I had to.
Really? Feel free. If you play DFS and haven't tried mybookie.ag player props, then you're missing out. The player props tool allows you to avoid sharks winning 90% of the money in DFS. Invest in the players that you want without salary caps. Forget having to create multiple lineups. Ditch the hassle of dealing with late scratches. Go to mybookie.ag, open a new account, and enter the promo code FNTSY, and you'll receive a 50% deposit bonus. Often a player will say, Mike Trout, for instance, he'll be chalking DFS and be owned in 80% of the tournaments because everyone thinks the play is obvious. Don't be a loser and eat DFS chalk. Be a winner and play the MyBookie.ag player prop. Plus, you can access the one sport not yet touched by DFS, the sport of kings. That's horse racing. It's simple. Go to mybookie.ag, open an account, enter the promo code FNTSY, receive your 50% deposit bonus. Click the player props tool, choose your player prop, collect your winnings. That's mybookie.ag, promo code FNTSY.
I'm telling you, Sussman, we got to get you a blazer. This is Mike and everything.
It's working, right?
Yeah.
It's working. All right. And with that, it's now time. Hit me the music, JP. It's time to play Name That Player. Everybody knows how this works because I will read you a bunch of clues. You get one guess. You come in with that guess, you have a shot. You cannot guess again until all the other contestants have guessed. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Here we go. All right!
A little upbeat.
This is Family Feud. I am currently leading MLB in doubles with 17.
Doubles with 17. Is that Francisco Lindor?
And Matt, you are out for the round. Just like that. I was trying to get you want to chime in?
Yes.
You want to guess?
I want to guess.
All right, Jake's going to get... I want to let you know this before you guess. If you guess, Jake can then hear every clue and not have to guess to
that
win.
Part I didn't know. I thought we had a...
I gave the rules.
Okay. I wasn't paying attention.
Are you sure you want to guess?
He definitely gave the rules.
I'm going to say...
You are going to guess. So you're going to basically give this to Jake.
Because I've been looking up stats lately, you know what I'm saying? So I know. I'm going to say...
Then answer the question.
Pilar. Kevin Pilar.
And unfortunately, Chris Ventra gets the point! All right! One clue for Chris Ventra, and he's in there on Kevin Pilar.
Pilar.
I don't really have much of a shot anyway.
He's hitting .308, 4 homers, 8 stolen bases, an OPS at .868. He's a 32nd round draft pick, 29 years old. In his MLB career, his average is a career .267 hitter, 63 steals and 44 homers over 589 games. I've played in 146 or more games in each of the last 3 years. In the minors, hit .324 and once stole 51 bases. Center fielder and Jonathan VR and I are very, very close to one another. But probably not for the reason you're thinking. It's because they both rhyme, VR and PR.
Right.
And Kevin saves the world. There you go. I am Kevin Pilar. Venture, your thoughts on the man that's leading the league in doubles. Kevin Pilar.
I think he's a great, solid overall player. Great outfielder, obviously. I didn't think he was going to hit this well. You know, I mean, he has in the past, but I didn't think he was going to be like that. But, you know, kudos to him because he's a great player. He really is.
Well, I think you should get bonus points or something. It should be like a sliding scale. Like the first clue, if you answer it,
right,
you get like 5, and then 4, then 3. That's impressive.
And you should have played my game.
That was the way Jake used to play it, to be fair. That was all Jake. Jake, any interest in Kevin Pilar right now?
Mildly. Not a lot. I think he's a good chance for a stolen base tonight against Syndergaard.
He's a guy. Oh yeah, I definitely had a very good chance of that.
I could probably steal a base.
Probably so. I will say this: I usually own Kevin Pilar like once a year.
He was a guy that I targeted as my 5th outfielder in 15-team leagues,
sure,
and in like an auction. I think he's perfect for that spot.
Well, the thing is, he plays 150 games or so,
and he usually goes double.
Doesn't cost you anything. Gets you at least 10 and 10, something like that. So it's pretty good.
He's one of those better MLB players than he is fantasy guys.
I can buy that. I remember last year, Matt, we had a lot of conversations about Kevin Pilar versus Kevin Kiermaier, until Kiermaier then got hurt.
That's another guy. It's unfortunate every year. Though.
It is. He's your
and I draft him every year.
That's your point. You get sucked in every year. All right. Let's continue on, shall we?
Yeah.
Of course, my wardrobe sponsored by Target.
Target, we like to say.
Target, excuse me, yes. All right, here we go. In the last 7 days, I have an OPS of 0. Just kidding. 1.918.
Oh, well, if it was 0, I was just saying like D.D. Gregorius.
My OPS is 1.918.
1.918. Actually, I want to take the guess.
You want to take the guess right now?
Wow.
Try to do it again.
You know what? I'll wait for one more clue.
He's going to wait for one last clue.
I feel like 2 guys.
The next clue is my birthday was 2 days ago.
Birthday was 2 days ago, so now you threw me off.
Ah! And I turned 26.
26 years old.
I have a career .277 batting average with 37 homers and 8 steals in my 227 career games.
227 career games. I'm going to go with Wilson Contreras.
And Jake officially is behind the other two. There it is, Matt Modica. Wilson Contreras, congratulations. Tell him what he's won, Chris. Just kidding. It was He had nothing because
shiny bling.
Listen, it's still early on in the game. A lot more points to be awarded. I've never had 400 bats in any major league season. I was the number 67 prospect overall in baseball in 2016. 2015, I was the minor league baseball player of the year for the Cubs. Last season, I hit 5 home runs in a 6-game span. Also in 2017, I was suspended a game for hitting umpire Jordan Baker with my catching mask. I'm a catcher, primarily, but in the last 3 years, I played 33 games in the outfield, 8 at first base, and yeah, I played a game at third base. I share a first name with famous volleyball, friends with Tom Hanks. And I share a last name with a former Yankee pitcher. That's Jose Contreras. I am Wilson Contreras, 1-1. Matt Modica, tell us about Wilson Contreras. Is he other than Gary, I'll include Gary Sanchez. Is he the best catcher in baseball right now, Wilson Contreras?
Well, I think the problem with Sanchez is his framing. I mean, Sanchez has a gun,
Sure.
has a gun, but I mean, as far as overall, if you put the defense in there.
I don't care about the defense because it's fantasy baseball.
Okay, you're just looking at offense? Then it's Gary Sanchez.
So stick with Gary Sanchez despite the 200 average.
It's May 15th. Look, Gary Sanchez missed all those games. Yeah, these players are going to be fine. We talked about home runs being down in the first month or so. It's starting to get warm out there. I'm not sweating these guys. And for me, it's Gary Sanchez. Look at Contreras. He hadn't been playing good. He got cut in a couple of leagues. And about the past week, he's just been on fire.
Mm-hmm. Oh, alrighty. So you're still saying Gary Sanchez. Wilson Contreras second?
Yeah, I put him second.
Jay, correct me if I'm wrong. You had Wilson Contreras as your second-ranked catcher coming into the year.
It was either second or third.
Third, I think he said.
I
second
think,
or third.
I thought you had it second.
No, second or third. I told you the delay is
Jake's
awful.
like Westworld.
I'm sitting out the game. This is annoying.
He's like the owner of Westworld.
You can't sit out the game. We need you, Jake.
Yeah, Jake,
You're a
you gotta take over
superstar.
the team.
I'm not. I can't. I'm like a second and a half behind. It's annoying, and you're breaking up every time you talk.
All right. Well, with that,
It was loud and clear that time.
it was could not be clearer. to be
Yeah.
honest with you. Could not be.
No, I
clearer.
could be clearer because I said when you talk.
Oh.
See, that's my point. You can't even understand me.
The Beast is angry.
He could not be
The
clear.
Beast is not angry. All right. Chris Ventra, is Wilson Contreras. I don't want to say he's having a breakout year because we had him ranked as the second or third ranked catcher here. Is Wilson Contreras, other than Gary Sanchez, the best catcher in baseball, fantasy baseball wise?
I'd say he's without a doubt top 3.
But you're still putting Posey in there?
Yeah, I'm still putting Posey in there. Because I still think, like Matt said, it's still early in the season. I know Posey hasn't been ripping the cover off the ball, but he's been hitting well. He's hitting
If you
over
had
300.
today, Posey you can put on your team. You had a choice between Posey or Contreras. What do you think?
It would be Contreras because
Okay.
I don't have strikeouts in my league. So
Buster Posey on the year. I do want to state this because I don't know if anyone really knows what his numbers are because I know nobody here is a Buster Posey owner. Dude's batting .312. He only has 2 homers. He's got 2 stolen bases. Dude doesn't strike out at all. 13% of the time. He walks 10% of the time. The OBP is fantastic at .379. BABIP's right in line with his kind of career. Buster Posey is what he is, which is a very good player.
I would have liked to have seen if he was like a first baseman his whole career and never got beat up and
Yeah.
got the injury, the leg.
But there is some value there with the catcher.
Oh no, absolutely.
I actually do own him.
You do own Buster
Yeah,
Posey.
yeah.
Okay. What round did you take him in?
I believe it was the 8th.
Oh, that's good value there. It's good value. Jakey, do you own Buster? What your answer to that question from Matt? You picking today? We don't have Jake. We thought Jake quit. All right.
Jake has left the building.
I've been informed by my producers that Jake Seeley has quit, so I'm sorry about that. One-on-one with the great one, Matt Modica, Chris Ventra. Let's keep playing. Are you ready, sir?
Yes.
All right, here we go. You guys each have gotten it very, very quickly. I am 6'5", 220 pounds, 29 years old, and you can't teach that.
6'5", 220. I mean, I'm going to wait.
You got one for that.
I have an idea.
I'll
I
wait
have
that out, too.
a guess.
You got to guess, too.
Oh no, I said I'll wait that out. I have an idea, but I'll wait it out.
I want to hear more.
Yeah.
There's no reason for me to.
Jake, would you like to hear the first clue?
No.
Okay. Well, for those playing at home, I'm 6'5", 220, 29 years old, and can't teach that.
Can't teach that.
There you
yeah.
go.
There you
There you go. Over the last 30 days, I have an ERA of 130.
I should notice. I heard something about being 6'5", 220.
My whip is .87, and I got 21 strikeouts in my last 27 2/3 innings.
I should really know this. I think I just tweeted this guy because that 27 and 21. I definitely remember that.
Chris Ventura,
I'm going to go with...
How you going to guess? You put in a guess.
Oh, wait. Okay, I thought you put me on the spot
No,
here.
you don't have to guess. It's your choice.
All right. I'll keep going.
For the season, I have a...
How old is he?
I have not... He's 29 years old.
What?
29.
James Paxton.
It is not James Paxton. I'm so sorry.
I figure I can get in before the delay starts kicking up.
All right, that was... For the season, I have a 2.51 ERA and a whip of .96. My strikeout to walk ratio, however, is under 7. I'm sorry, my strikeout per 9 ratio is under 7. Excuse me.
I definitely tweet 2.51.
With a .96 whip, 6.8 K per 9.
See the 6.8. I almost said a bad word.
My strikeout to walk ratio is much better than this host described because I've only walked 3 batters all year.
Oh, Mike Mikolas.
Mike, you caught it. Miles Mikolas is correct.
I knew that one.
There it is. All right. The Greek freak over there. I was drafted by the Padres. They DFA'd me in 2013. My nickname's the Lizard King. You like that one, Matt?
I do like that.
This offseason, I signed a 2-year deal, $15.5 million. My actual name kind of sounds like Spider-Man's secret identity. What? I don't get that joke.
Penis Parker? I don't know.
Peter Parker, Miles Mikolas?
No.
Don't get that one. My actual name sounds like Spider-Man's secret identity. I have a mustache in pretty much every picture you've ever seen of me. And I played the last 3 years in Japan and had an ERA better than Shohei Ohtani. With that being said, who do you want the rest of the way? Miles Mikolas or Shohei Ohtani, Matt?
Shohei Ohtani.
All right.
Without question, yeah.
Without question.
I mean, I do like Mikolas, don't get me wrong.
Jakey.
Hey.
All right.
Beast is playing some shuffleboard.
There we go. Nothing from the Beast there. Miles Mikolas, is this for real, Chris Ventra? Does it continue? Or are there signs that a decline is coming?
I think I would take a wait-and-see approach. I think it could continue, obviously, but I think after
They're
a while...
not paying you to take a wait-and-see approach.
He's been in a league, another league for how long? 3-4 years?
3 years, yeah.
Yeah. People are going to get used to the way he pitches. I don't think he's as dominant, as he's appearing right now. I think he regresses, if anything.
I would look at it rest of the season. A 350 is possibly doable.
Get 350 the rest of the way?
Which would be very good.
Sure.
It would be very good.
Yeah.
What I was thinking on draft day is somebody, say, 370 to 390, which the way it's currently been the last year or so with ERAs, that's good. And once again, as it gets warmer, we're going to see the ERAs starting to go up.
Mm-hmm. That makes a lot of sense, too. How much of it is, Matt, that Mikolas got better or that hitters haven't seen him in quite a long time?
It could be a combination of both. I'll go with the first one, like what you said. They haven't seen him. They will get used to him. He's a guy that's not walking people, so if you have a scouting report, the guy's going to pretty much throw strikes.
Sure.
Maybe now the second time around when he goes to Milwaukee or so-and-so, Cincinnati, they're like, well, let's get on his first pitch.
All right. There you go. Matt Modique has got a 2-1 advantage. This is Name That Player on FST. I am your host, Greg Suster. We'll continue on. It's Matt versus Chris. It seems like the Beast is no more. So we got just 2 beauties and no Beast. Stick around. More Fantasy Sports today on the Fantasy Sports Radio Network coming at you right after this.
What if I were to tell you that there was a professional football league where you, the fan, got to draft a team and call the plays? Is that something you might be interested in? The Fan Control Football League is bringing managerial control to the fans. Visit fcfl.io to learn more.
Thanks. I think someone has a crush on you.
Okay, who?
Let's make a game of it. One of these is a lie. He's 6'4". He collects stuffed exotic birds. He spends his free time trying to save lives.
Are you talking about Kevin?
Yeah! He's a registered bone marrow donor. Last week he got a call. He might be a match.
He's so cute. Oh, he is.
You could be a life-saving match for a patient with blood cancer. Learn more at dkms.org.
this Supreme Court ruling legalizing sports gambling. You know who I think is the big loser? I think it's Vegas. They don't necessarily now have to be like this destination spot. Vegas might lose some of that tourism.
Why want to go to Vegas now when I can just go to a local casino? Of course, you want to go to Vegas, you want to fly and go away, but there are so many other destinations. I can imagine now that makes South Florida more of an attraction.
Weekdays, 7 a.m. Eastern on FNTSY Radio and on your popular podcast providers.
This is PBA President Pat Lynch. Allow me to tell you what life is like for our cop families. Every day, our husbands and wives, mothers and fathers, daughters and sons are hoping and praying. They're hoping there's no knock at the door, praying they never hear those terrible words. You need to get to the hospital. We have a car waiting. In May 1971, the families of police officers Waverly Jones and Joseph Piagentini heard those words. They heard that Waverly and Joe were never coming home because a gang of terrorists assassinated them in cold blood. Nothing would bring our heroes back, but at least these families knew the killers were behind bars for life. Until now. The New York State Parole Board has already released cop killer Herman Bell. His accomplice, Anthony Bottom, is up for parole next month. Help us fight for these families who have sacrificed so much for us. Visit nycpba.org and click on Keep Cop Killers in Jail. Tell the parole board that cop killers should never walk our neighborhood streets again. That's nycpba.org.
So I heard some rumors during the break. Now, these are unsubstantiated. I want to make that very, very clear. The reporter seems to be a Dominican reporter. But listen, he's reporting it, so I'm going to reveal it. This is from Hector Gomez. He's got 64,000 Twitter followers. It's not,
Does he have a blue check?
No. He does not have a blue check.
Not verified.
He works for Z101 Digital. I don't know what that means. He's from the Dominican Republic, and he reports this. Breaking news. According to off-the-record sources and non-official reports, Dominican All-Star Robinson Cano will be suspended for a performing-enhancing drug. Now, he's on the DL, obviously, with his broken hand. But if Seattle were to make the playoffs, he would not be eligible to play because any player suspended for performing-enhancing drug would become ineligible for postseason play. Robinson Cano, according to Hector Gomez, will be suspended for performance-enhancing drugs. We'll see if that comes true.
I got him for, I think, $11 or $12 in my Vegas auction, and I was very happy about that, and he's played very well. Obviously Sunday, the injury. I guess, lucky me, I picked up Colton Wong, so Colton Wong will have to step in. But I believe I have DJ LeMahieu on that team also, who is back on the DL.
Yeah, how about that? DJ LeMahieu out of nowhere goes right back on the
out of
table.
nowhere.
It's brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yesterday, we were setting our lineups. Alan Hansen, he'll be fine. Should be back in the lineup tomorrow. DL, he's in our lineup. Same with DJ LeMahieu, in our lineup. Back on the DL.
See, like Cano, I would have thought, 2 years ago when he had that sick year, 39 home.
That was the year he was on steroids.
Right. Maybe he was.
Yeah, maybe he was, and he only got the warning.
Does it say steroids or just says PEDs?
It says steroids.
It says
that's the report. Listen, don't know. There's no other verified report.
I gotta say one thing.
Yeah.
Any pro athlete that's using those 1980s style steroids, what the hell is wrong with you?
It doesn't make any sense.
At this day and age.
It doesn't make any sense.
You can use stuff that you can pretty much
undetectable.
And you're using what's it? Stanzabol? I'm saying it wrong. I can't think.
Animals?
Yeah, all that kind of stuff. It's I don't know. That's like what the East Germans were using back in the Olympics. It's true. Russians need them.
If you love drafting your fantasy team, imagine drafting a real professional team. The Fan-Controlled Football League is bringing fantasy sports in the Madden franchise mode to a real football field. Fans will scout players, draft rosters, hire coaches, call plays, and more. The FCFL will feature 8 professional teams playing 7-on-7 fast-paced indoor football in a high-tech production studio built for a digital audience. This is the next generation of fantasy football, where fans get rewarded for dominating through the league's proprietary fan token. To learn more about fan token and the FCFL, visit fcfl.io today. That is fcfl.io. today. All right, folks, let's hit the music, JP. We got a 2-1 advantage for Matt Modica. Matt, how you feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good. Feeling strong.
Feeling pretty good. Feeling strong. Feel like you're ready to go?
I am.
Just you and me, man.
One on one with a great go.
Italian versus Italian.
Here we go. According to Jake just texted me, kind enough to continue listening to the program. He says this: reporter who tweeted Robinson Cano tested positive for performance-enhancing drugs says, "My bad, I'm wrong."
Wow. Dude,
that's in the New York Daily News.
That's terrible.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Like, he should lose his press credentials.
I agree.
Like, there are certain things that are fireable offenses.
That's one of them.
Like that.
I agree with that because you're throwing a man's reputation straight
or
on the bus.
should be allowed to sue him and get reparations.
Fine with that. Fine with that. It's a bad job. It's a bad job by Hector Gomez. We will no longer cite Hector Gomez on this program.
He's been banned.
That's it.
Banned. Like, Ventra, you were banned from Carton for a week.
I was, and not any longer.
And now you're back. Exactly. Now Hector Gomez is banned. He's on our permanently ineligible list now. Is what it is. All right, here we go. I am 6'3". I am 215 pounds. You got that? You got it now, Matt?
Jake Seeley?
No, Jake Seeley is not 215
No, that's why it was the
Might be
obvious
6'3", though.
I have 13 strikeouts in the last 7 games.
13 strikeouts in the last 7 games. 6'3", 215. Continue.
Yep.
In that 7-game span, my average is 107. With a walk, 3 hits, and 1 RBI over 28 at-bats.
6'3". His average is he's batting 107?
Yes, sir.
He has 1 homer?
I said 0 homers over that span.
1 hit.
3 hits, 1 RBI.
I don't know if he's that tall.
Let's go to the next clue.
Okay.
My career batting average is 264.
Didi Gregorius?
Matt, you are out for the round. Chris Venture, it's all you, my friend. Take your time and get it right. I've hit 20 homers 4 times in my 10-year career.
Damn it. See, that's the clue. I would have known it wasn't Didi.
4 times?
4 times.
I'm going to say Gary Sanchez.
You think Gary Sanchez has been in the league 10 years?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I didn't hear the 10-year part either, though.
Thank you.
But the 4 straight years, 20 homers.
I was thinking more about the 1 home runs, 3 hits type thing.
You think he's batting 107 over his last... Whatever. Moving on.
It could be.
When did you say 10 seasons?
I just said I've hit 20 home runs 4 times in my 10-year career.
Cool, yeah.
There you go.
So if I would have waited one more.
Well, you're both back in now.
Oh,
Venture guest Gary Sanchez.
Good job, Venture.
Thanks.
I've stolen 20 bases 5 times in my 10-year career.
I've stolen 20 bases 5 times, and he has 4 seasons of 20 homers.
That's right.
So he's got more than 4, so that guy wouldn't do it.
I've been an all-star twice.
All-star. Why the hell is this one so hard? 20 homers.
Yeah, I don't...
Ron Renicke's son, who's Josh Renicke, he used to pitch for the Twins, if you remember him, right? He's married to my sister.
Okay, so he's hit 4.
I feel like you're ignoring that last clue.
Yeah, I mean, well, it may have totally skewed me in the wrong direction here. He's been an all-star twice. He's stolen 20 bases 5 times.
And he's hit 20 home runs 4 times. In his
I'm
10-year career.
going to wait one more.
You're going to wait? All right.
I'm gonna say it.
You got to guess.
Yes.
You're using I see you're using your computer.
Are you using the computer?
Computers are not illegal at all.
I'm not looking
listen, I got this mic. I can walk around. Oh, no. Whoa. He's got a whole list of names on there.
I'm looking up just players' names.
He's got a whole list of players' names on there.
Ah, man.
I'm not looking up that.
You're scrolling down a list of players.
As an Italian-American, I'm
Chris Ventura, much like you were banned for cheating in the Carton show, you are banned. That's it.
I'll close the laptop.
You're banned. You're banned the rest of this question.
I was looking at individual players.
Does Matt Modica have a computer on his there?
No, he doesn't.
No, has he got a Rolodex? His brain's the Rolodex. Wow.
I don't know who it is, though. I'm not saying that I'm looking up their stats.
You're scrolling down a list of players with on ESPN.com with stats attached.
Well, I mean, their stats are attached. Yeah, I'm looking at players.
You're like a member of the Democratic Party. Come on, seriously. It's like you're giving answers.
But I'm going to take a
What's
guess
going on
regardless here. And I don't know who it is.
You are out. How can you?
You are out. You are so out. Ow!
But would this be the right answer? Evan Longoria?
No, it's not the right answer.
What did Evan Longoria?
When did he steal 20 bases?
I would have
stolen bases.
I would have went with his teammate. Is he a teammate of Evan Longoria?
He has and has never been a teammate of Evan
Because I
Longoria.
thought he.
No problem. That anything I can do to help you, please.
Okay, so he has. What's his batting? 4 times he's hit over 20 homers.
That's right.
5 times.
In 1,212 MLB games, I have played 914 of them at the shortstop position.
At the shortstop position.
I have played 55 of them at the first base position.
Ian Desmond.
That is correct! Ian Desmond.
That got it.
The last 2 clues, I was drafted by the Expos.
See, that I would have got. That was.
And my last name is a character from Lost. Desmond.
Yeah.
Matt, what's going on with Ian Desmond? I liked him for a while, no longer do. What's going on?
I didn't like him coming in. I know people. I wasn't going to be on him last year, and I really didn't have him anywhere. But I know everybody got excited about the move to Colorado, which rightfully so. You should. As long as you play half your home games there, that's a terrific place to play. I don't know. He's been like one of the worst baseball players this year. One of the worst hitters, I'll say. And I got to think at some point, if this kid McMahon gets hot in the minors, they do have to eventually call him up.
Yeah.
Do I ask for your opinion? I don't even know how this works now.
What do you mean? I wasn't really looking up all the stats of everybody exactly.
But you had a list of players with stats attached.
I was just looking at players. That's all.
I just got a message from the Pope. Ventra has been excommunicated from the church.
Excommunicated from the church. I feel like your Democratic reference was a Donna Brazil reference.
It could have been Donna Brazil, John Harwood, pretty much anybody.
Oh, yeah, anybody, yeah.
All I was going to say is Ian Desmond's old.
CNN, I can go on.
No, certainly not Fox News. I'll tell you that much.
All I was going to say
You don't wanna get
Ian
between
Desmond's
this.
not that old. I mean, is older now, and I think he's on his way out.
On his
And
way out.
He was already a streaky player,
Sure.
in his
Now,
career.
what do you think of this, Matt? Cargo does not play every day anymore. David Dahl really splitting time with Carlos Gonzalez. Is David Dahl here to stay?
I would hope.
Okay.
Look, I understand it was a pillow contract and all that with Cargo, but I know the past with him, but why even bring him back?
Right. I get it. The sentimental value, you want another outfielder, but they should have went younger. I mean, they got a lot of young guys. Pat Valleca, obviously, there. Ramal Tapia.
I mean, to me, Gerardo Parra should be the fourth outfielder.
Don't yell at me, JP.
JP came in with 4.
JP,
I like it.
Unbelievable. He's back for one day.
He was strong with that.
And he starts yelling at me. But for those watching digitally, I know we had an abbreviated program today.
Whoa.
You will shut your mouth.
I'm liking this. The return of JP is one of the best things that happened to this station.
If you watched on digital, we apologize for the shortened program. BFFs will not be shortened. It's a full-length edition. That is coming your way next. This program will continue on the radio and on television. Thank you so much for watching. And with that, I believe we have a special guest for the last 5 minutes of the show.